This offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That throw broken up by the linebacker to Kobe Dean. You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Cousins to throw it.
Got a man. It's London.
That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Cousins here going to change the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A first down throw for Cousins. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Cousins.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Again, it's Cousins. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Cousins on first down. Looking deep for Elliott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's into space past the 25,
and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Throwing is Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Cousins.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Derek Carr, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Curtis Samuel leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And up across the 25 and down at the 20.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins.
That one deep for London.
And this is caught.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi...
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First down, here's Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Cousins. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Flushed out right. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him. But it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now Cousins. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Drake London, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and you
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 39 yards there, a big one.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that's... The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Cousins now. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Cousins. Pushes him over.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now Cousins.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia,
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Atlanta Falcons taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that last throw, we send out a congratulations to Kirk Cousins. He just went over 40,000 passing yards for his career. Just an incredible number. And the way he's still throwing it, you'd have to figure, heck, 50,000, not out of reach. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Falcons at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The numbers for London last week, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early.
Out there for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Looking to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They're going to look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins.
That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the gun, here's Cousins.
That's down the field and caught by Pitts.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. From the red zone now, Cousins.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he's regarded as...
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Got London on a slant.
And they work this well upfield. Across the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Drake May, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Drew Lock, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, our first doubleheader of the year, Jaguars, Bills at 7:30, followed by Commanders and Bengals kicking off 45 minutes later. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Falcons. Cousins to throw it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try to push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They run the draw here with Robinson.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll set up a throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second down, Cousins. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Robinson again.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's Cousins.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Cousins again. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Cousins now from the 50.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
Into the hands of London.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here comes second down.
Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
Second down, goal to go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives...
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? If the overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Here's 2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now less than 2 minutes to go here in OT in a 3-point game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left.
Hello. Hey.
1 remaining here at OT.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.